When I first met the collection of Look Into Nature in 2019, I think it was, here in Milano at the Salone, I was completely amazed by the beauty and the properties, the sensual properties of the material igusa. The material lives from its sensual properties. It's got a specific smell, it's got a specific touch. This is Sakio, a chaise longue that came into my mind already when I first saw this igusa material in Salone 3 years ago. I wanted definitely to make a chaise longue. I think this material suits this kind of furniture perfectly because it's got this softness and it's got this flat and appealing property. And so it was not much of a design work actually, because I had this design already in my head when I started to make the first drawings. And we came up with this idea when we just laid around this igusa material around the core that we could hide some magnets behind to adjust and to fix the headdress magically so that nothing interferes with the pureness of its appearance. So we don't have any fasteners or anything where you have to attach it. So it's just magically held by some magnets, and this adds on to this simplicity and the purity of the design of Sakio. This design, we wrapped the tatami mat around the shape, and once you wrap it and you have a mat, there's something we wanted to add some playful function, which is provided by magnets behind the tatami mat. When you work with something, with a flat structure, with a flat surface, there's always something that you can hide behind, like a wallpaper, for example. You can hide behind something. And so we came up with the idea to add some functions to this very reduced design of an empty pocket. We wanted to integrate something playful, not only functional. And so we can operate with this, same what we do with Sakio, where we attach magnetically the headrest. Here we can you can display your keys on your small shelf in the entrance, for example, in hotels or in situations alike. And of course there's this mirror coming along with this idea that you have some small wardrobe situations. Once developing the other pieces for Look Into Nature, I was told that igusa material is only bendable in one direction. So, and whenever you have a restriction, that's the best designer can have, because then creativity starts to work. And I said, no, I won't give in on this restriction. I will try to fold it, to bend it also in another dimension. And that's where Kaze comes from, the idea that we have like this rounded shape, this windy like dunes formed shape on the bottom and a straight top. So, and still on the top part, it's very straight and very slim. It's also foldable, so you can store it away when not in use. And so this is the first proof that tatami mats are also bendable in another dimension than just the regular one. When we started the collaboration in 2019, of course COVID struck the whole planet, and room dividers became a big thing everywhere, because you had to separate groups, separate people from each other. How can we respond to this need in a more aesthetical approach, an essential approach, something that you can maybe keep even after COVID times? Another question behind the room divider is always, what do you do with it when you're not using it? So if you're just putting it up temporarily, and that's why this one is easy to dismantle. You can take them apart and you can just roll the tatami mat and put it and store it somewhere once you need it again. So this is the approach for Nagi. And this material is destined to use for a room divider because it's light, it's thin, and it's also easy to fold. Look Into Nature brought this material into a new context, and I was so amazed by it that I definitely wanted to one day contribute to put some designs to the Look Into Nature I was always looking for reducing the design as much as possible to give way and give the stage to the material as much as possible. And Look into Nature dedicated its collection to the maintenance of this old handcraft of collecting igusa and turning it into tatami mats. And by doing this, they created new pieces because they wanted to extend the use of igusa in new forms, such as pieces of furniture.